in the previous episode.
So this is gonna be the movie about searching a place for the painting. If it wasn't a challenge, I wouldn't go.
If you haven't watched it, this is the second part of the video, so if you're interested about the whole backstory of this painting, then head to the video first. And this one is gonna be about solely the process of the painting.
I didn't clean my palette from yesterday. Oh my god.
You know what, I'm just gonna squeeze fresh paint all over because yeah, I'm not gonna clean it. Maybe I will use the leftovers of the silver here for the sky, because it's like grayish anyway, it's not really blue, so maybe it's gonna be a silver sky. Maybe this is exactly what I need, because these are the colors, yeah, I'm gonna use anyway. Blues, yellowish. I think this one I want to do warmer than the last one, because the last one was quite cold in colors, and this one I think I will do in more warmer tones. And yes, this is exactly what you can do. You paint what you see, but you interpret. Like when you do a photo, there will be no same photos, you know, because that depends on the settings of the camera. So it's a little bit like settings of your eyes, you know, how much bright you want it to be. Okay, so since we don't have that much time, we're gonna start, and I'm not going to do any sketch because I don't have time. So I'm just gonna keep painting things as I see them. But maybe this is also the thing, because I really don't have much time, then I'm gonna use a little bit different approach. We again have this warm color here, and there are way more violets. I'm still gonna use these things because I love it. I really like this very subtle warm light that is hitting the trees over there. It corresponds really nicely to those violets and blues visible there. It's like very, very subtle, very subtle. So since light is coming from the left, everything facing left, which is still visible, will be warmer, and everything facing right will be colder because of the reflecting sky, the reflecting atmosphere, which we already talked about in the previous movie, which I don't know if you watched or not, if I even released it or not. But yeah, atmospheric perspective makes everything more blue and desaturated. Well, if the sky is blue. And again, we have those colder, kind of violetish things in the foreground. All these branches that I'm seeing here. I need to do this until it's fresh, because the paint dries very quickly, and if I don't do it when it's fresh, then I lose all of the possibility of this texturing. There are still some of these worms visible there, so I'm gonna include them. And more contrasting blues and violets, just a little bit, those violets. Basically, what I'm gonna do now is I will make the sky, and then I'm already set up with all the base, and I can take care of all the details, you know. But actually, if you don't have the time, it's really good to set up everything what's most important first, Just if anything happens, then at least you got some kind of painting. Because if I would finish now, it's like, okay, there's no sky, which could be a thing too. But no, I think I still want to have the sky, you know. But yeah, I'm gonna do the foreground later. Okay, so I need to clean my brush because the foreground here is really bright. Yeah. Oops, it's all spilling. Here is my white, and I will use this white with already leftovers of some brown here, because I think it actually works very well. And yeah, that's gonna be our sky. A little bit more water, but not too much, because oh, okay, that is a little bit of a blue, but I will add a little bit more brown to make it more desaturated, because yeah, I don't want saturated sky at all. It's very smudgy, the paint, the color. Yeah, it's not so much water, but it's okay. Maybe a little bit of orange, just a tiny bit. Yeah, I like the desaturated colors. It's really making everything pretty balanced. But I need more white. Not silver, white. But yeah, the silver from yesterday is too dry to use. But I'm actually gonna add just a little bit. I'm really curious how it's gonna look on that sky with a little bit of orange and silver. Yeah, I'm painting with silver now. I'm also correcting the shape of the mountain, though it's different already, but I don't care too much that it's so different, you know, because I'm like trying to focus more on the feeling, the colors, than the actual place. Actually, this is also a cool thing to have the same place painted, you know, in a different, well, not super different situation, because it's also sunset, but maybe a bit different approach, yeah, the different composition. And the clouds are actually a little bit orangey. Now I'm making things a little bit dirty, and I don't like it too much, so I will have to correct it. I kind of like it, like, you know, all its messiness. I think it's not gonna be a bad painting at all. I don't think it is a bad painting already. I think it's quite alright. So yeah, I'm thinking this is how people paint when they have fun. Well, have fun, or like not worry maybe too much, and just play around. Maybe this is it. Oh, that's too much of a blue. Yeah. Need to desaturate it a little bit. And since the paint is still wet, I can like smudge it in to create a gradient, you know, because it is a gradient coming from up to down. It is a gradient from blues to like more desaturated colors. And yeah, I'm getting rid of those clouds in the end, because I will have a smooth gradient. Okay, again my leg is, oh, I need to change. So as you can see, all the light is gone by now, but now those are the nice colors. Yes, now I'm just gonna use my time now to finish the painting. I just want to create a little bit more details now in the foreground, because it feels, yeah, a lot like a sketch. And well, it is a sketch, and it's gonna be a sketch, but I want to have more details, and I'm gonna paint them now. But I think I still need more white, like, you know, the branches here, some maybe a little bit more warm, because okay, there is no warm stuff now anymore visible, but it was there. Oof. Okay, that's the blue was not very intended. That's coming from the dirty brush, and I need more paint again. Okay, my memory is going off already, so I will just finish the painting without recording, but I will show the final effect. Using just the last seconds of the recording, I'm gonna use the crayons to create some details like that. Yeah, I will work with crayons this time. Okay, it's a little bit loco, but what I started to do is to paint with the crayon, like to use the crayon to make these marks. And it's a little bit mixing the crayon with the paint that I'm using. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay, so that's it. I will show you tomorrow. Better light, but yeah, it's like that. I managed to clean up a little bit of the storage again, so I have 2 more minutes. So here is the finished paintings that you cannot see because it's too dark. It's actually darker than on the video. I'm gonna, well, clean up and either stay here again to watch the stars because the first stars are already appearing on the sky, or I will just go home. I don't know. But thank you for watching again. This is my a little bit messy painting process, but I'm having a lot of fun, even though I didn't want to paint. Well, I felt lazy to go out and paint today. I'm happy. Of course, camera had to fall down, so I think by this point it's already enough. But you can see the dance of La Luna, the moon. Enjoy. So since yesterday it was too dark already, I'm gonna show you the painting, how it looks in the daylight with all the texture. These are the details I did with the crayon, like painting with the crayon. And here are just the details that I did just drawing the crayon, you know. These are carved in the paint, you know, so while the paint is still fresh, you just carve it out. And it's interesting because you can play with layers, you know, like have a dried color below, then put another color on top and just carve it out, which is interesting. These are just details painted with the crayon instead of brush, and this is just drawing with the crayon. So a lot of stuff happening here, even though the painting is very simple. And yeah, here's also a little bit of thicker texture on the sky and a tiny cloud. That's it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one.